Aloha. Welcome to this beautiful, you know, uh, experience of life being on planet Earth, doing this. I the musings of presence. I was sitting here enjoying this food that I set aside for myself, or created, or put together. I don't know. It was grown, and mostly I did nothing. And there's some bread that somebody made and I gave them a hug the day that they made it. And there's a chicken that came all the way from Ka'u, which means that it had to go all the way up over the hill and back down and around and over here. And that's just fine. You know, it's the best chicken I ever did have. And and it makes me want to go and see the farm where it was, where it lived its experience, most of its breathing experience. Um, and while I was looking at this food, which I actually I didn't eat all of it. I ate about half of it, and that's what put me here, telling you that I don't really know what these ideas that people have are, because in order to eat the kind of nutritionally, like, whatever stuff that people are talking about, you gotta eat a lot of food. You gotta eat a lot of food. And I mean, for me personally, like, at least I know that my food is grown really close by. Like, most of the places I could probably walk to. I could ride my bike to Ka'u and, if I needed to, get a chicken. But there are plenty of chickens, and if I ever need to get one, I can. And yeah, I am in the middle of the ocean, and I suspect that no matter what humans do, the ocean is still going to continue to provide housing for fish and other seagoing creatures. And although I mostly don't eat them right now, like, because for so long I have firmly believed that we have got to stop fishing, But, I have all kinds of really extreme beliefs, or extreme to others' beliefs. To me, they're not extreme. To me, I really think that mostly we are living in such numbness that people can't even fathom the length of extremity that we need to go to in order to be able to really get where we want to be, or at least where I believe that we want to be. I believe that we want to be living in a mutually beneficial, uplifting, empowering world where we are in union, in communion, when we are a part of the greater experience of being earthlings. But, I mean, I think that people are so conditioned and so trained to believe that it has to be hard, or it has to be this, or it has to be that. And then, there's no time because they're working, millions of hours a week and focused so much on all of the things that they have to pay, and here I am, like, yeah, I don't get it. None of it makes any sense. And, and today I got to see on the internet the meme of the woman who talks about how, the earth didn't make money. Like, the earth doesn't charge us for air, and the earth doesn't charge us for water, and the earth doesn't charge us for food. In fact, the earth gives freely of all of these really, truly essential necessities of our being here on earth, of our existence, food, water, air. Those things are all freely available to all of us. And there is, like, and there's more than enough for all of the beings, and so it's like this really interesting experience that humans have chosen, and I'm human. I am continually reminded how human I am, and sometimes I think I might be a little bit more human than some humans. I'm not sure. But probably not. I think that we're all the same, you know. I just have lots of ideas and dreams and thoughts that just swirl like this and take me on all of these different roads and rides. And what I really mean to say is the closer to me that my food comes from, the more nutritional it feels. And I don't know if that's nutrition, I don't know. It, like it just feels better. And I joined a CSA, and so I've been getting food from this woman who is growing it up on the hill, and it's delicious, and I'm full, and I didn't put that much in my bowl, and I did not put in what would be considered a regular, like servings. Like we're supposed to get 5 servings of vegetables. I did get 5 servings of vegetables in there. And yeah, so I guess one meal could cover all of the 4 basic food groups. I do not think that there are 1,500 or 2,000 calories in that bowl, but I don't think that I need 1,500 to 2,000 calories. So I don't know, maybe. Anyway, I just feel like I need to talk. And so I'm talking live, and nobody's watching, so it doesn't really matter. And I love you anyway. If you see this later and you just think, I wonder what she was going through that day, just remember it was just a day on earth. And this is a little tiny piece of what happened on this great big, what the heck are we doing here? So I love you all, and we are going to get through this. We are going to figure it all. Like, I mean, maybe not in this century, but we got time, like humans as hell bent as they are on creating Armageddon are not actually bigger than the earth. The earth is quite capable and could have kicked us out at any old time, right? So like I personally really enjoy this place. I think it's really, really, really beautiful. And if ever I get to be a child again, I would like to be a child here on earth, and thankfully, I never have to, in this experience, go through what I went through as a child ever again, and I do the best to make sure that my grandchildren don't have to do it. And I did what I could for my daughter, and I was not perfect. Oh, believe me, I was not. I was as best as I could with her. And fighting against myself and fighting against the experience the whole entire time. So I'm sorry to her that I was not able to do a much better job. But fortunately, I get to be a grandma and learn some stuff about grandma-ing. And, I wish that I could do it the ways that some people do, but I have to be myself while I do whatever I do. I get to be who I came here to be. And that actually requires a lot of learning. And I think what I'm seeing in this moment is that I want to put my arms around you, all of you, all at the same time, and just have a giant group hug and just be here enjoying this. So I think I may go back to learning something that will put it all in perspective. Have a beautiful day. Do what you do it with love, do it with passion, do it with courage and commitment, because that's what we have, and the more of it that we give, the more of it we receive. So be well, and thanks for listening, and thanks for being and doing and loving. And it says, you push the button and then I pushed the wrong button. So it's such a funny thing. You just